You know that money you gave Digger?
Oh, Bobby, he'll pay you back.
That's not the problem. Cliff used that money to stop a Ewing project.
What?
Kessel's farm is part of the Palo Seco oil field. Ewing's been trying to tie up the leases on that field for over 2 years. Kessel was the last holdout. Without his lease, we don't drill for anything, and it costs us millions.
Bobby, I didn't know. I know Cliff doesn't know. You know, he knows how I feel about you. He wouldn't do anything to hurt you.
He knew, Pamela. There's no way he couldn't have known. As head of the OLM, he had to see those reports. He's been Kessel's lawyer for years.
Well, Cliff wouldn't do that to me.
What is it about you, Pamela? You think that my family's capable of any kind of double dealing, that I am too. And yet your precious brother, he's capable of doing no wrong. Is that right?
That's not what I said.
It's time you faced up to some facts. Nobody is perfect. Not me and not your brother. It's time you grew up, Pamela. All right, so you want to hurt Ewing Oil. Fine. I can't say as I blame you, but you can find a better way to do it. I want you to tell Kessel to settle.
I've got nothing to do with Kessel. And if my sister wants to loan my daddy the money, got nothing to do with it.
Come on, Cliff, I'm not here on a conflict of interest charge. I'm here because of the trouble you're causing in my life and in Pamela's life. Our marriage has enough problems without you adding to them.
The thought of you and my sister getting a divorce doesn't exactly break my heart. I never wanted her to marry you to begin with.
Come on, Cliff, I thought we came a long way past that.
You know, I've got nothing against you personally, Bobby. I guess I even like you. But you are a Ewing. And to date, you Ewings have cost me an election. You've tried to saddle me with a trumped-up murder charge. So right now, my sole purpose is to cause you as much trouble as I can, even to ruin you. And I'll do anything and use anybody to do it.
Including your sister.
Including my sister. I want her out of that family. I want her back on the right side of the tracks where she belongs.
My brother has been waiting for the chance to tear you apart. And so far, I've been running interference for you. Now, if you don't leave my marriage alone, I'm not only going to stop doing that, but I might even lend him a hand.
Well, it didn't seem like there was much point in holding out any longer.
I told you months ago, the longer J.R. Ewing squirmed, the better I'd like it.
Hiya, Pam.
You knew the Ewings wanted that land.
Wally, would you excuse us? I think my sister and I better talk.
Oh, sure. So long, Cliff. See you, Pam.
How could you do this to me, Cliff?
Pam, you really shouldn't walk into rooms unexpectedly. You might learn something you don't want to know.
I wouldn't have walked in if you had returned my calls. You've been avoiding me.
No, I've been busy.
Busy destroying my marriage.
Only partially.
Don't get flip. I'm not in the mood.
Do you want to tell me what you're upset about?
You extort $10,000 from me by totally misrepresenting the facts. You make trouble for me and Bobby and his family, and you want to know why I'm upset? I feel like a fool. Bobby tried to tell me, and I wouldn't believe him.
You know, if you're so concerned about your precious marriage, why are you living in a hotel? Why aren't you home with your husband?
Better than anyone, you know the answer to that.
You know, you have to choose. You're either a Ewing or a Barnes, but you have to choose.
That's right. I have to decide. You don't get to do it for me.
Okay, I admit. I set you up. I wanted to knock you off that fence you're sitting on because I want you here on my side.
Lately, your side doesn't look any more attractive to me than the Ewing side does. In fact, I can't tell the difference anymore.